So while you're watching me build this website in the background, I figured this would be a good time to go over some of the basics of WordPress, especially if you're building a blog, a small business site, or really any kind of website and you're brand new to all of this. Whether you've heard about WordPress before or you're just starting to figure out what it is, the good news is it's a lot easier to work with than people think, as long as you know what to focus on. The thing about WordPress is, when you first log in, it can feel a little overwhelming just because there are so many options, but I promise, it's way easier than it looks once you know what's what. Everything you need to do, whether it's writing your content, changing your design, or adding new pages, all happens inside what's called the WordPress dashboard. Think of it like the control panel for your entire website. It's basically the hub where you run everything, and once you get comfortable with it, the rest of WordPress starts to make a lot more sense. One of the coolest things about WordPress, and honestly one of the reasons it's so popular, is themes. A theme is like a pre-made design for your website. It controls how your site looks, from the layout to the fonts to the colors, and you can swap themes anytime without losing your content. Even better, you can customize your theme as much or as little as you want. So whether you want something super clean and professional or creative and bold, you've got options, and you don't need to know a single line of code. Then there are plugins, and this is where WordPress really becomes powerful. Plugins are like little apps you can add to your site to give it extra features. Want to add a contact form so customers can message you? There's a plugin for that. Want to improve your site's security? There's a plugin for that too. There are literally thousands of plugins out there, and most of them are either free or really affordable. The key is just not to go overboard. Install the ones you need, but don't load up your site with so many plugins that it slows down. Another thing people love about WordPress is how much free help there is. If you ever get stuck, whether you're trying to change something on your site or you accidentally break something, which, trust me, happens to everyone, there are endless YouTube videos, articles, and forums where people walk you through exactly how to fix it. WordPress has such a huge community, so whatever problem you run into, someone else has already solved it. Of course, your hosting provider plays a big role in how easy it is to work with WordPress too. If you're using a host like Bluehost, they actually install WordPress for you automatically, so you don't have to mess with any manual setup. Bluehost is one of the hosts officially recommended by WordPress, which means they're tested to work really smoothly with WordPress sites. And they've been around for over 20 years, so they've built a solid reputation with everyone from beginners to big companies. If you do end up going with Bluehost, make sure to grab the coupon link in the description because it'll automatically apply a discount that saves you over 80% on your hosting. It's one of the easiest ways to save money when you're just getting started, and it works automatically as soon as you click the link. No code needed. If you want to explore other options, SiteGround is another really solid hosting provider with great speed and customer service, especially if you want top performance right from the start. There's also HostGator, which is one of the cheapest options, but you do sometimes get what you pay for when it comes to long-term reliability and support. That's why, for most beginners, Bluehost tends to be the safest balance of price, performance, and ease of use. But whichever host you choose, the most important thing with WordPress is to just dive in and start playing around. The more time you spend inside your dashboard, the more comfortable you'll get, and pretty soon, you'll be customizing your site, adding plugins, and creating content without even thinking about it. And if you want a step-by-step walkthrough, I'll drop a link in the comments to my full tutorial where I show you exactly how to build a WordPress site from scratch. That's it for now. Definitely check out that Bluehost coupon link if you want to lock in that discount and start off with one of the most beginner-friendly hosts out there. Thanks for hanging out while I work on this site, and I'll see you in the next one.